My opinion. So we'll wait until Tuesday and we'll continue to do these podcasts. We will continue to hold government accountable. That is our job as the people, as the voters, as the residents, as the individuals, to hold government accountable and to hold ourselves accountable. So when I'm wrong, I'm going to admit I am wrong. And I have before. There's a whole podcast that I put up. You can listen to it. It's called My Bad. I did a whole podcast because then the mayor had enough integrity to give me a call and say, hey, let me walk you through. But then whatever, he doesn't like critique, so he can't do that no more. But I'm glad he don't. I'm glad he keeps it out in the public. You guys need to see it. Am I bitter? No, I'm not bitter. Am I upset right now? Yes, I am, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I started this podcast interviewing candidates, honest interviews, for the most part softball. I wanted to get to know these people, the people that were going to be running the city. I didn't hit nobody with any gotcha questions. I honestly enjoy getting to know, and when you get to know people and there are certain things come up and you go, that's interesting. And you make a personal judgment call. So I pointed out the controlling of the message, the sloganeering has happened before. We can go back to the tax increases or the tax renewals. It happens in the city of Huber Heights. It's politics. There are two sides on that city council. Well, there's fractured sides as well, but you have Team Huber and you have Team Heights. Right now, Team Heights is on top and they are crushing it. There's no doubt. They are smart politicians, very, very smart politicians, and they have been able to create a structure, create a foundation that is driving their message. And the question is what they are doing what's needed and best for Huber Heights? And only you can answer that, and you will answer that at the polls. I want you guys watching these meetings. I want you paying attention. And if they're trying to give you the fluff, and if they're trying to just skirt around certain issues, you got to call them out and say, whoa, wait. I need to understand this a little bit more. Look, they may not like it. I know. I can see. I got a stack of paper right here that I had to print out to read. They may not like it. They may challenge you on it. But it's important that you do it. Just more and more and more. I don't accuse anyone of doing dishonest things other than being a politician. Your mayor is a politician. As much as he doesn't want to tell you he's a politician, and not just a name only. You act like a politician. I apologize if that hurts your feelings. What have you done before you ran for mayor? What did you do? I don't know. Maybe you have done things. But before you ran for mayor, I was paying attention to city government. I was at meetings. I sat at the back. And for the longest time, I kept my mouth shut too. Until you start to develop these other ideas and you start to see how things are shifted and how the politics is moved and molded. All right, I'm going on a tangent. We're going to end it right here. We're going to come back next week because I believe we're going to hear more explanation, and we deserve to hear more explanation on what happened. So this month of April is going to be an interesting month in the city of Huber Heights due to this type of legislation. I hope that the city schools in the city of Huber Heights come together and work together on an agreement. I hope that the infrastructure in Huber Heights is maintained and built to standard. I hope that the politicians of that city decide that they're going to serve the people and not serve their own agendas. But it's you. It is you joining together, working together as one to force them in that direction. You guys have the power. There's a Doors song or a Doors lyric, Jim Morrison. They have the guns, but we have the numbers. That's the truth. You have the numbers. You just have to join together. Whether you like the direction of the city or you don't like the direction of the city, you have to join together and do what's right for the city. And that takes debate. And that takes discussion to figure out exactly what is right. And that takes the city government explaining to you transparently what is being done at city level. The CEO gives detailed reports to the shareholders. That's part of it, if we're going to use the CEO analogy. I want to close with this. Newt Gingrich said, Perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you already did. Becoming frustrated over politics, political spin, government overreach can be exhausting. Without we the people utilizing our true power of self-governance and challenging the establishment of political leaders, what outcome can we expect? We the people should be united in not only our challenging government when it is warranted, but ensuring that those we elect are truly fulfilling the responsibility they have been entrusted with. I want to believe that those who run for office have a true sense of service to community. We the people give up to those politicians and political servants certain rights to maintain liberty and a safe and orderly republic. If given extended rights and privileges, government will proceed to take more and more until we are no longer a self-governing republic, but rather the opposite and a servant to their whims. This feeling can range from local to our national government structure. Local government, in my view, is the most immediate and important government body. It is also the most difficult to stand up to. Those we elect locally are our family, friends, and neighbors. With local government, we experience real consequences that we can view on a daily basis. National politics is often heated, but conflict in local government brings about the possibility of more divisive issues. We see each other in the grocery, at the ball field, or on trivia night at the new brewery. We must find a better way to discuss the difficult issues that won't split friendships or give way to gossip texting and rude social media interactions. We may always have disagreements on important issues or perceive certain government actions in different ways. We should work closer together and begin to find the best compromised solution through possible debate and discussion that works to serve we the people and not ego or personal agenda. I will continue to improve not only my delivery of this podcast, but on my reaction to certain topics. I truly believe self-improvement is essential to personal growth. Like others, I can be reactionary and impulsive on certain issues I have experienced. I do not intend to be this way, nor do I like that about myself. I'm not perfect. Our elected officials are not perfect either. However, we should expect them to work harder than their predecessors in order to preserve a more perfect union and, of course, city.
Thank you for listening to Truman's Town Hall. Share this podcast with your friends and neighbors and subscribe today.